4 weeks ago, I made a comment about work ethic and what seems to be taking place with the rising generation. To be totally—
Well, who would have imagined that a single remark could spark an Olympic-scale drama? MyKayla Skinner, who just finished a floor routine and is now hotter as a gymnastics mat, is pleading with Simone Biles to calm things down. But first, the former Olympic gymnast MyKayla Skinner decided to share her opinions about the current US gymnastics team. She went to YouTube and decided to make a mouthful of criticism of the team's skill and work ethic. But guess what? The internet did not like it, and the video was removed faster than an unsuccessful vault attempt.
Simone, I feel like the talent and the depth just isn't like what it used to be. Just notice, like, I mean, obviously a lot of girls don't work as hard. The girls just don't have the work ethic, like, and it's
Gymnastics world turned into a reality show with more twists and turns than a balanced beam routine, and it's only getting started with online fights. As you may have noticed, Simone Biles does not play, nor does the US Olympic gymnastics team. Simone posted something on Instagram that made everyone say, "Oh, that's clear as day after the US gymnastics Olympic team won all their awards." Simone Biles back and MyKayla, it's like telling a group of Olympic hopefuls that they're not even worthy of a participation trophy. But it gets worse because Miss MyKayla goes on to say that a lot of girls don't work as hard these days. Can you believe it? She's basically calling the new generation of gymnasts lazy and talking about throwing shade. It's like she forgot that these girls are out here flipping and twisting their hearts out every single day, and you have to be good to make it to the top. She apologized and even made some serious accusations that lingered because the tea was too hot to handle.
Hey guys, just wanted to pop on here really quick because I know we did the recap on YouTube and I feel like a lot of you guys had misinterpreted or misunderstood exactly what I was meaning or had said. I mean, a lot of the stuff that I was talking about wasn't always necessarily about the current team, because I love and support all the girls that made it and I'm so proud of them. It was more about going back into my own gym, just the work ethic is different compared to when we were doing gymnastics in the Marta era, and I'm not sticking up for Marta or saying what she did was good. I'm just saying it was different. So anyway, sorry for anything that got out of context or seemed hurtful. That is never my intentions, and seriously, throughout the video I was so pumped for the girls and it was so fun watching trials and doing a live with everybody. I love those girls and I'm seriously so happy for them, so I would never do anything to make them feel otherwise.
You may be wondering why MyKayla is so enraged. Well, she started talking about how the US Center for Safe Sport is making life difficult for coaches. She claimed that coaches can't bully athletes and must be extremely careful with their comments. It sounded like she was upset that these coaches couldn't push athletes to the limit any longer. Have you forgotten about the abuse scandals in gymnastics? The gymnastics community erupted in fury the moment MyKayla said those words. People were not amused and asked, "Who does she think she is and has she gone insane?" I assist you in locating it, since the outcry was so strong that it resembled a mob of irate parents at a gymnastics competition when their child doesn't get a perfect score. For those of us who are unaware, Rachel Den Hollander is a huge name in the gymnastics world. She first revealed all the unpleasant behind-the-scenes happenings. She was one person who really came from MyKayla. Rachel essentially claimed that MyKayla's remarks demonstrate her continued adherence to the antiquated coaching philosophy, the same philosophy that gave rise to the horrifying abuse allegations that have been making the rounds. The conflict escalated to the point when MyKayla quickly removed her video F. You might be thinking that Simone Biles won't let that slide, and you're absolutely right. She posted this picture with the caption, "Lack of talent, lazy." But you know how the internet works. Once something is out there, it's out there forever. Screenshots were flying around social media like confetti at a victory parade. Olympic champions, I don't know what else Simone could have said to make everyone aware of who she was referring to if that wasn't a direct jab at MyKayla Skinner. It seemed as though she took MyKayla's remarks and threw them back in her face. And let me tell you, the gymnastics, the moment Simone hit the post button, the world went crazy. Team B's posts trended more quickly than Simone could backflip. Fans and fellow gymnasts were everywhere, showing love and support for their queen Simone. It was like watching a gymnastics meet, except instead of judges holding up scores, people were cheering Simone on with their phones. Simone has a lot of influence because people pay attention when she speaks. This time, her words hit harder than a perfect score. When Simone posted, it was like a game of hot potato except with screenshots instead of real potatoes, and the comments were so hot that people were calling MyKayla names left and right. Even other gymnasts joined in on the backlash, which naturally went against who MyKayla was. It seemed like Simone opened the floodgates, and suddenly everyone had something to say about MyKayla's comments. A legendary gymnast Nastasia Lewin made a statement. Mike commented on Simon's post, perhaps implying that Simon had concluded the discussion with only one post. However, while everyone was applauding Simone, poor MyKayla was most likely cowering beneath her blankets. Imagine waking up to find that the all-time best gymnast has called you out on social media. It must be much worse for her than falling off the balance beam, and it wasn't just gymnasts and fans that got involved. The whole situation blew up so big that it started to get attention from people who don't even care about gymnastics. Suddenly, everybody had an opinion on MyKayla's comments and Simone's response. It was like the Olympics of social media drama. Now I know what you're thinking, is MyKayla just going? Pressure was mounting, everyone was waiting to see whether she would reply, and the clock was ticking away. So let me tell you that she couldn't sit there and take it all in, honey. Was ticking word on the street is that MyKayla was scrambling to put together an apology, and can you blame her when you've got the whole gymnastics world coming after you and Simone Biles herself called you out? You better believe you're going to try to make things right, so MyKayla comes out with this apology, right? She's all, oh, you all just misunderstood me, girl, please, we all heard what you said. But anyway, she's over here claiming that she didn't mean to throw shade at the current team. She even said, I love and support all the girls that made it. Now, I don't know about you, but that sounds like someone trying to save face after realizing they messed up a big time. But here's the thing, why all the apology it was about is effective as a participation trophy at the Olympics. The internet wasn't having any of it. It's like Micah thought she could just throw rocks, hide her hands, say sorry, and everybody would be cool with it. Again, no, that's not how any of this works in the age of social media, and the backlash just kept coming at her and coming at matter. People were coming from all types of angles, and it was like watching a horror movie where the protagonist is running from the mob, but instead of pitchforks they got keyboards and they're typing furiously. But get this, things got so bad that MyKayla started getting death threats. Can you believe that, over some comments about gymnastics? Yeah, she had to come out and say, my family and my friends don't deserve to be caught in the crossfire here. And you know what, she's kind of right. No matter how much you might disagree with someone sending death threats, it's definitely weirdo behavior, and it's not okay. That's just taking it way too far. But why all the drama didn't stop there, because MyKayla was feeling the heat so bad she decided to take things to a whole new level. She made this emotional video practically begging Simone Biles to step in and help her out. It was like watching a soap opera, but with moral leotards and chalk dust.
To Simone, I am asking you directly and publicly to please put a stop to this. Please ask your followers to stop. You have been an incredible champion for mental health awareness, and a lot of people need your help now. We've been hurt and attacked in ways that...
In this video, MyKayla's very tired, looking like she just fell off of the uneven bars and lost her spot on the Olympics, and she's talking directly to Simone, saying stuff like, you've been such a champion for mental health, and girl, we need your help right now. It's like she forgot that she was the one who started this whole mess in the first place. What could Simone do when you're the one that said it? Now let's talk about the elephant in the room. Though both MyKayla and Simone have been big supporters on mental health awareness, right? They've both been supporting athletes and speaking up on things when they're not right, but now look at this mess. It's like they forgot everything they've been preaching. MyKayla is out here starting drama and then crying about the backlash, and Simone, well, she's been real quiet since dropping that Instagram bomb. It's like watching a gymnastics routine gone wrong. You know, when a gymnast starts their flip and you can tell midair it's about to be a faceplant. Well, that's how MyKayla is looking right now. She started this routine thinking she was going to stick the landing, but now she's tumbling out of control and hoping Simone will swoop in with the safety med. But here's the real question, why all? Is Simone going to respond to this plea? Is she going to swoop in like a superhero in a sparkling leotard and save MyKayla from her social media storm? Or is she going to leave MyKayla to deal with the consequences of her own actions? Why all I got my popcorn in the suspense is killing me. It's like we're all sitting on the edge of our seats, waiting for the judges' scores to come in, but in this case the judge is Simone Biles, and the score could make or break MyKayla's. I'm intrigued by the ongoing drama and would love to hear your thoughts on the situation involving MyKayla and Simone. Is MyKayla truly at fault here, or did she simply vocalize what many were already thinking? And what about Simone? Did she overstep by getting involved, or was she justified in defending her team? Could she even make a difference in this messy situation? It's clear that MyKayla's comments have stirred up quite a bit of controversy. On one hand, expressing dissent or criticism can be a way to shed light on issues that might otherwise go unaddressed. If MyKayla was simply articulating what others were too cautious or hesitant to say, it raises an important question: is it fair to hold her solely accountable for these remarks? Is she a scapegoat for the collective dissatisfaction of others who were silent? Simone's reaction, on the other hand, adds another layer to this complex issue. When she chose to speak out, was she acting out of a sense of loyalty and responsibility to her team, or did she inadvertently escalate the conflict? Her involvement suggests she felt a strong need to protect her team's reputation, but does that mean she crossed a line? It's worth considering whether her intervention was a necessary defense or an act of exacerbation. Navigating these kinds of disputes is challenging. The line between assertiveness and aggression can be incredibly thin, and it often blurs in the heat of the moment. It's simple to get caught up in the fervor of the drama and forget that there's a human element to these interactions. In this case, we're not just talking about abstract concepts, we're dealing with individuals who have their own emotions, careers, and reputations at stake. Watching all this unfold, I can't help but reflect on where we should draw the line between constructive criticism and outright bullying. It seems like we're all treading a precarious tightrope, one where speaking our minds might slip into mere meanness. When does calling someone out cross into a territory where it becomes harmful rather than helpful? In a world where social media amplifies every comment and action, it's essential to ask ourselves these tough questions. We need to think critically about our role in these situations, and whether our contributions are fostering understanding or simply adding to the chaos. I'm always here to bring you the latest and most riveting stories, but even I have to admit that sometimes the drama can become overwhelming. If you're as fascinated by this unfolding story as I am, don't forget to hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Your engagement helps keep the conversation alive and ensures we dive deep into these complex issues. Let's continue delving into these captivating stories and dissecting the intricate dynamics at play. It's crucial to remember that we're all participants in this evolving conversation about managing conflict and criticism in our interconnected world. Every perspective we share and every dialogue we engage in contributes to a broader understanding of how we address these issues. In a time where our words and actions are amplified by social media, it's more important than ever to approach these discussions with thoughtfulness and empathy. By examining these narratives, we not only stay informed but also gain insights into the ways we can navigate conflicts and express criticism constructively. As we explore these issues together, let's be mindful of the impact our opinions and responses can have. Our collective engagement shapes the discourse and influences how we handle disagreements and support one another. Keep sharing your thoughts and staying involved, as every contribution enriches our understanding of these complex matters. Let's stay curious and considerate as we continue this journey of exploration and dialogue.